Hello and welcome to the history of movie theaters and drive-ins in the Greater Washington area for 1930 to 1939. 1930. The Lincoln Theater in Alexandria became the Olympic Theater. These theaters closed in 1930. 1931. The Fauquier Theater in Warrenton, Virginia is opened by Pitts Theaters on January 10. The Tally Ho Theater in Leesburg, Virginia is opened by Pitts Theaters. 1932. The Blue Mouse Theater became the Litchman's Mott Theater for Afro-Americans on February 13. Lowe's takes over the Fox Theater. The Lyric Theater in Gaithersburg, Maryland opens. The Arcade Theater in Rockville, Maryland opens. The Palm Theater in Del Rey, Virginia opens. The Jefferson Theater in Charlestown, West Virginia opens. The Olympic Theater in Alexandria, Virginia closes. 1933. The Roosevelt Theater opens in September. The Academy Theater opens. The Old Olympic Theater in Alexandria, Virginia is reopened in January as the Capitol Theater. 1934. The Rialto Theater closes. 1935. Warner Brothers opens the Penn Theater on December 27. The Arcade Theater in Rockville, Maryland closes. 1936. The State Theater in Falls Church, Virginia opens on January 27. Lowe's held a naming contest for the Fox Theaters with nominations including Nation, Marcus Lowe, Federal, Congressional, Embassy, Union, and Capitol. Capitol won, and the theater was renamed on August 14. Warner Brothers opens the Uptown Theater on October 29. The Wilson Theater in Shirlington, Virginia opens on November 11. The Lee Theater in Falls Church, Virginia opens. (1937) The Sheridan Theater is opened by Warner Brothers on January 14. The Translux Theater opens on March 13. The Reed Theater in Alexandria, Virginia opens on April 5. The M Street Theater reopens in April as the Lido Theater. Warner Brothers opens the Calvert Theater on May 5. The Newton Theater opens on July 29. Pitts Theaters opens the Victoria Theater in Fredericksburg, Virginia on November 1. The Congress Theater opens on December 30. These theaters closed in 1937. 1938. The Marlborough Theatre in Upper Marlborough, Maryland opens on January 6. The Borough Theatre in Bethesda, Maryland opens on May 19. The Pitts Theatre in Culpeper, Virginia opens on May 23. The Mount Vernon, Virginia Drive-In Auto Theater is opened by E. M. Lowe's on August 15 as the first drive-in theater in the area. The Atlas Theater is opened by KB Theaters on August 31. Warner Brothers opens the Silver Theater in Silver Springs on September 15. The Plymouth Theater is opened for Afro-Americans on October 11. The Beverly Theater is opened by Warner Theaters on December 23. The Greenbelt Theater in Greenbelt, Maryland opens. The Milo Theater in Rockville, Maryland opens. 1939. The Kennedy Theater is opened by Warner Brothers on June 15. The State Theater in Bethesda, Maryland is reopened as the Heiser Theaters on September 25. The Buckingham Theater in Arlington, Virginia opens on September 29. The Hyattsville Theater is opened on November 21 by Sidney Lust in Hyattsville, Maryland. The Jewel Theater opens for Afro-Americans. The Capitol Theater is reopened for Afro-Americans in Alexandria, Virginia. The Borough Theater is renamed Bethesda. Thanks for watching and like and subscribe for more.